All right, this is D here with Unapologetic Instructors. I'm sitting over here with Wayne Cornell. And I got that correct?
It's all good.
Okay. He's over here with the flatbed division. I'm going to ask him a few questions on how he keeps his truck looking so great in his box back here. What do you call that box, Wayne?
That is called a headache rack.
Okay, the headache rack. We got a couple questions in on how the flatbedders keep that all organized. So Wayne is going to give us the 411 on that.
All right.
First of all, Wayne, how long you been with the company?
5 years.
Okay, 5 years. Now, the headache rack, you store a lot of things in it pertaining to flatbed. What is it mainly used for?
Securing loads.
Okay, so like, show me a little example on how you start by setting it up.
Sure, but I can tell you, for instance, I have a bunch of edge protectors here for anything that might get damaged if I am using straps or chains. I can put these on the product so I can strap it down and it won't damage it. Those straps will cut certain product that we carry. Then in here I keep my straps and a couple other things.
All right, is that standard equipment for flatbed?
Yes.
Okay.
Then, okay, so I have a tarp right here, and I have a tarp right there. So this is a little bit different than I usually do. This tarp is actually going back in the box. I was carrying a foldable bike up in the box, and so now I've put a mount on for my mountain bike, and that third tarp will go up there. So I have my two 4-footers. These are custom tarps. They're 27 foot long with drops, and that's an 8-foot tarp. So that one will go back up here. My 4th tarp is on top of my APU.
You call that a what tarp on the bottom?
It's an 8-foot tarp. It's an 8-foot tarp. Some of that language, the flatbedders understand that language with the drops. It's a flap is what it is. It's a flap at the front of the tarp to go over the product.
Okay.
So Daryl, why don't you hop up on the trailer and I'll show you my box. I'll open it up.
All right.
All right, so I have to keep chains and other things in here. I don't like the chains to get rusted.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
I'm kind of organized. So what I did was I mounted 2x3s up here on this shelf, and I put little hooks so I could hang them. So it's twofold. Number one, I just organized so it's easier for me to get to them, but also because they don't lay on the floor, they don't get rusted. My brother, he would put his in the floor and they'd turn into a pile of rust, and within 6 months they're unusable. You have to buy new ones, and I don't want to buy more equipment.
So then, all of that you basically did yourself?
Yes, sir. I just mounted all those. So I'll just go ahead and open both sides so we can see it. The other side's not as organized because we just got so much equipment. And the new guys are going to have even more of a time because the new boxes are not as tall as mine.
Oh.
So this is the chains for the trailer. They're not chains, they're cables, the snow cables. And then I don't have chains, I carry snow socks, so that helps me. With flatbedding, we have to have a bunch of blankets to protect our tarps. And it just, anyway, I went all the way around and hung up all the chains, because I have 19 chains.
Oh.
So anyway, that's what I've done. And then I just added some bars over here to hang just different things.
Okay.
So that's what I've done.
So basically inside the box you got all equipment that you need to secure the load, actually secure it itself.
True. Yeah, snap binders, chains, bungees. Those are my 2-inch straps up there. and more edge protectors, jumper cables, and of course a telescopic ladder, because you just got to have one of those.
Okay. So how much does a tarp actually cost?
All right. My custom tarps aren't much more than Prime's tarps. They ran me $245 for the 4-footers and somewhere around $350 for the 8-footers. I know all 4 tarps ran me right at $900.
Okay. So $900 for a total of 4 tarps. And you said custom?
They're custom. Prime does, their tarps aren't as long. Okay. With Prime, if you're using Prime tarps, the black tarps, or the blue ones, sometimes you have to use 3 tarps. And that 3rd tarp is in the middle, and you almost always have to turn it sideways to make it work. And I was just sick of that. So I bought long tarps. So my tarps are 27 foot long.
And how much do they weigh?
Okay.
To the Prime
the
tarps?
big ones weigh less than Prime. So the blue big ones, I think, weigh 90 pounds with Prime. Mine aren't much less. I think they're 81 pounds, but I've added like 10 feet.
Okay.
So I never have to use more than 2 tarps.
Okay.
And then my 4-footer tarps, they weigh, Primes weigh, I think, 75, and mine like 71, 65, 71, something like that. It's been a while since I purchased them, so I don't remember exactly.
Okay. All right. So you got 2 different size tarps.
Yes.
Okay. Now, do you have to tarp, or are you supposed to tarp, or how does that work?
If you don't tarp and they tell you to tarp, Prime will fire you.
Okay.
You have to tarp. If it says tarp, you tarp.
So if the customer basically...
The customer requests it, we do it.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter if it's raining, you still tarp. It doesn't matter if we get to the destination and they put it on the ground in the mud. If we have to tarp, we tarp.
Okay. So just to show them one more time how you got this organized.
Yes,
See,
sir.
you got all your straps to your left. Am I correct? Straps
Oh,
to the
yeah,
left.
these are my ratchet straps. And then I've got some 2-inchers up here. All of those are snap binders and chains. And then just random bungees. I've put a bunch of little things just to hang. I like to be organized.
Yeah, I could tell. That's pretty well organized. I mean, you got everything exactly where you need it, easy access.
Well, that, you know, Daryl, that is the thing. Time's money when we're out there, so the faster we can do this and the more organized you are, I think the faster it makes me anyway.
Yeah. So the boxes, actually, you can pretty much kind of customize them how you want.
I don't.
A little bit.
I think so. I don't think Prime's going to have a problem with you adding what I did here.
Yeah.
It's just a toolbox.
Yeah. Just
And
got
so I've drilled some holes and put bolts in back in there.
Yeah, this is well organized. I mean,
Thanks.
it really is. I'm pretty sure lots of people are going to like this video, especially how you got it, you know, pretty much done. I've seen some boxes, but I haven't seen one this well organized. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Well organized toolbox. Compliment of Wayne. So if you guys want to know how or what a toolbox should look like inside, there's a pretty good view of one. Okay, so this is D here with Unapologetic Instructors, saying goodbye for now.